Hello everybody, Jen here, and I'm sure by looking at this you have absolutely no idea where I am, because I am very far from Disney right now. I'm actually currently, I have an epic sunset behind me, but I'm currently in Danbury, North Carolina at Hanging Rocks State Park. And this is my home, mine and Kay's home for the next 2 nights, as we are going to explore the mountains a little bit of North Carolina. So first of all, let's get ready for the adventure and let's check out this cabin. So we have an epic sunset view, so I'm hoping I can stay awake long enough to actually set up the tripod and do a time lapse, because I've been up for entirely too long. I've been up since 3 p.m. on the 4th, and it is now, I don't even know. It is now almost 7:30 p.m. on the 5th, so it's been a very long day for me. But this is one of the cabins they have for rent. We are staying in specifically cabin number 4. I am very excited for this because these cabins have air conditioning and they have running water in a bathroom. So each cabin is going to have a little porch here. Now, as you can tell, we're in nature, man. These are semi-primitive cabins because there is like electricity, running water, and all that stuff. But I mean, we're still in the spider's house, so there is spiders. And then here's our little cabin. We have our little bug light outside. Uh-oh. Oh no, please tell me I have the key in my pocket. Oh, thank goodness I do. Apparently the door locks immediately when you shut it. That is good to know. So you come into the living area. It's a pretty big wide open space here. There's some great windows. I got to open the other 2 to get all that air in. We got tables. That is like a futon sleeper sofa, but it's just me and Kay, so we don't need that. We have a full kitchen, microwave. We have pantry, full fridge, full stove. I mean, they even give you coffee maker, teapot, whatever you need to make this stay fantastic. Oh, good. I wasn't sure. They even have a full complement of cups and dishes and all as well. Fantastic. So again, they have just the dining table and this living room set up. Now, of course, because we are in a state park, there is no TV. There is limited cell phone access and a very limited access to the Wi-Fi. Very spotty, but we did bring board games and stuff to help fill the time. Although tonight we're both very tired because we've been driving like crazy. So then the next door is going to be our bathroom. And this is fantastic because it comes with a shower. So you don't have to go to the bathhouse to shower. You can go right here. They have toilet, sink, and the shower. You can do the vent. It also has an option for that to turn on the heater as well. So if it's cold in here, you can turn the heat on for your shower. And then there's 2 identical bedrooms. Kay's like already in bed because she's exhausted, but I'll show you mine. Let's see. Can say the lighting in these, not great. However, there is a ton of windows, so I'm assuming like in the brighter part of the day, you probably get a pretty good amount of natural light. There are 2 twin beds in this room, and in Kay's room, I'll show you that later, there's also 2 twin beds. There's a little nightstand, and then there's a little mirror here, and this is also a little like in-room heater. I'm not sure if Kay's room has that or not. And then just a little closet. One thing to note, the kitchen may be stocked. However, you need to bring your own bath towels and your own linens and pillows for the beds because they do not provide them. So we just, you know, I have a couple sheets that I got to throw on the beds, and we brought our blankets and top sheets and pillows, and we're all set. And actually it's kind of cool because, you know, it's our own stuff. So I know the pillows are going to be comfortable. I know I like the sheet. I'm not going to be complaining. And then real quick, while Kay's in the kitchen, here's what Kay's room, like I said, it's literally just the exact opposite. Does have a little heater, except she doesn't have the ledge that mine has. But same closet, same 2 beds. Like I said, I just brought our own fitted sheets, and we have our own blankets and pillows to make it homey.
Day 2.
So we are right here in the parking lot. So right here from the visitor center parking lot, you can do the Upper Cascades Trail, which has the Upper Cascade Falls and the Rock Garden. You can do the Indian Creek Trail, which the full Indian Creek Trail goes all the way down to the river. That's like a 4-point-some mile hike. We're not doing that. We're only doing the falls and then coming back. And then there's also the Hanging Rock Trail, which actually goes to Hanging Rock, which is like the actual cliff face so that you can see the valley. Not sure if we're going to be able to see anything today because, like I said, it's pretty foggy and overcast, but we're definitely going to check out Hanging Rock. And then once we head back to the campground, then this is going to be our long hike, but we're only going up to the Moores Knob Observation Tower and back. So it's only about a mile, I think, round trip from the the campsites up. So that one's not too bad. Because we're in cabin 4, so we're pretty close to the end of the cabin trail. We're not all the way up in the end. So we'll just park back at the cabin and walk around. I don't think I've ever hiked at like a state park or national park where we are the only people here. The only other cars up front are the actual park rangers that work here. So we're literally the only guests on these trails right now. I'm very excited. But yeah, we're not, it's 3.6. We're not doing the whole Indian Creek Trail. We're just doing Hidden and Window Falls and then coming back. And one thing you need to pay attention when you come to anywhere, any state park, any hiking park, is how they mark their trails. Because everybody does it differently. Here they use pieces of plastic. We're going to be following part of the Indian Creek Trail. So we need to follow the red markers until we get to the second waterfall and then follow the red markers back. But this is a really nice trail. It's gravel. It's considered a strenuous trail because, as you can see, there is a pretty significant elevation change. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be really nice. It's a beautiful day, and I can't wait to get out there. All right, so now I see why it's strenuous. It does get a little rough at some points, and it's pretty steep. Have I ever told you guys how much I hate hiking down first? Because you know what that means? You have to come back up. Coming back is going to be terrible. This is like a pretty good grade down. So, yeah, the hike up's not going to be fun. But they do have some little benches along the way so you can take breaks, which I'm sure we'll be utilizing on the way back. Our first North Carolina nature, we got a little millipede here. We're kind of staying back and just letting him go on his way, but he's really cool. Yes, some of these are venomous. I don't know if these ones are venomous or not, so we're just going to leave him be and let him wander. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful tree, Kay. That big, beautiful tree all by itself. Kirsten, it's just asking to be hugged. Come on, Kay, come join in. Let's go give it a hug. Come to me. Ooh, that's some steep stairs. That's not going to be fun coming back up, or probably going down either. That's going to be terrifying. But I think right on the other side of these rocks right here is the actual waterfall. So we're going down there, guys. This is kind of cool. It's actually pretty dry right now because there's nothing coming from this side and part of that side over there. But look, there's a little window. So this must be Window Falls because there's the window there. This is supposed to be a view of the falls, but the only water coming down is kind of like behind the trees there. A little bit right there. So we're going to have to go all the way down to see it. I haven't even gotten to the waterfall yet, but look at how cool this is. Oh, I love everything about this. This is why I do these hikes, for this kind of stuff right here. Some more North Carolina nature, a little slug, and look at the camouflage he has. He blends in with that rock. Like as you back away, he just kind of disappears. Crazy. But he's right next to the waterfall. It's hard to see. I'm gonna go down a little bit more, see if I can get a better view. Got my own little Dora the Explorer here, trying to plot her course to get a little closer. I'll be following her in a minute. This is really cool, and the water just like disappears down, but it's actually like a multi little waterfall. But how pretty is that? Oh, this is heaven. This is why we do these things. It's really cool. There's a little piece of broken rock here. I believe I have to, the ranger station wasn't open yet, the visitor center. I think this is granite, but I'm not positive. But look how you can see all the different layers of the different chemical compositions of the rock. That's amazing. Like I said, going down was fun, but now we got to get all the way back up there. Can you just see the fence up there? That's where we started out. Oh boy. Wait, how's Kay doing it so I know what to do? Careful. Oh wow, look at this piece. Oh, is it focusing on it? Can you see the glitter and how shimmery it is? Oh, you can. How pretty is that? But we're going to put it back where we found it because we take only pictures and leave only memories. How cute is this little mushroom? Oh my God, he's so perfect. Sorry, those stairs darn near killed me. The wand chooses the wizard. Oh, and here's a fantastic view of the natural geology. That's why I said I don't know what type of rocks these are. I got to ask. But this is all white quartz running through. Really cool. Now that the sun's out, you can really see the difference between the rock and the quartz. And then here is the second waterfall, and this one you can literally get right up to, which is great because it's hot and I'm dying. So excuse me a minute while I go stick my head in it. With this one, you can even see the little feeder streams that are like dripping through the rock that connect over here and then drip down into the falls as well. And there's even like a second falls down there with a nice little pool, but there's a lady down there with her dog, so I'm giving her that half. And I'm just hiding up here at the top. I can say this water is nice and cold. So many steps feel like my heart's gonna explode. As usual, I didn't drink enough water in preparation for this. I must say, that beautiful walk we started out with has turned into kind of a nightmare. The clouds, the storm blew out, clouds are gone. Sun, as you can see, is beating down. It's like in the 80s, although there is still, ow, something just bit me. A little tiny bit of a breeze, but it's definitely not enough. So I think we're gonna, like, after this one, hit the visitor center, head back to the cabin, change into better clothes before we head out again. So we made it back up. We're here in the visitor center. They have a cool little museum that explains like the habitats and the different ecosystems that go into this area. All right. So this is the rock I was talking about earlier that I found outside. It's metamorphic rocks. So it looks like there's sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic rocks here, but I still don't know what kind. Oh, this is cool. This is interactive, and it shows you how the rock can bend and how it like moves. It's called flexible sandstone. Columite. Very cool. Okay, so I asked one of the girls that work here, and she was fantastic. She said most of what we're going to see is quartzite and the gneiss. So that's really cool. So it's a lot of these two that we're going to see as we're hiking. So Hanging Rock State Park is actually part of the Soratown Mountains, which was the Soras were the Native Americans that inhabited this area. These mountains are very unique because they're not part of the Appalachian Mountain Trail, and they're also not part of the Greater Smoky Mountains. They're just their own thing that was formed by, apparently there used to be an ocean here millennia ago, and from tectonic plates moving, as the oceans, as the plates spread apart, the earth moved up, the ocean drained, and formed this mountain range. And look, it's still like super hazy, and it looks like it's raining over there. But I really hope at some point in time today, these clouds will move out enough that I can get a truly clear view of this valley. But this view is just spectacular. So this is cool. This is the old abandoned foundation from, wow, it's a really loud woodpecker, from back when the CCC was going. They were going to build a whole lodge back here, and it just never happened. Oh, that's me tripping over my own feet. I did a little more reading as to this lodge here and why it wasn't built. Apparently, they had a lot at $51,000 for the building of it, but all the bids for construction were like so far above it, and they tried multiple rounds of bids that just, they could not get construction bids low enough, so they just scrapped the project instead. And I'm also going to take these stairs down here, and there is actually a lake here, and you can do boating. There's a fishing pier, which is where we're heading to check out, and they also have like a swimming area with a little beach. And I'm not going all the way down to the beach because I don't feel like walking all the way down there because I'm not going swimming today. But I just want to check out the fishing pier and show you the lake. So this is the lake here. It's a pretty good sized lake. Goes all the way down there. So down around the corner here, you can just kind of right through there see some of the dots for the net that ropes off the fishing area. Oh, so here's a good spot. You can see it looks like they actually, I don't know if they have lifeguards on today, but they do have for lifeguards. They have a little diving section. And oh, that wind is glorious. Just an absolutely beautiful little lake, and even a great view of the mountain. So. Okay, so this is the biggest hike I believe I'm doing the day. It actually changed. It's now 1.8 miles. Which is about 3 miles round trip, almost 4 miles round trip. So this one's gonna take me a little bit. And of course, it starts down, so gotta go back up. So because this park locks at night, there's lots of warning signs, like about watching your time. So it looks like it generally takes about 2 hours to do this. But this sign, I don't know that I've seen one of these in any of the parks I've hiked at before. And it's not may occurred, it's have occurred. So that's the interesting part. I do like that this seems to be paved the whole way, but there's this adorable little creek that goes under and through, and it's so pretty. I kind of like it because it's still early in the year. It's just the very beginning of June. Not a lot of people here. I think the most cars in the place are on this trail, but I've actually only seen 2 people so far. And just listen for a second. It's so peaceful. Let me tell you, this trail's a bear. I thought it was weird that these all said they were strenuous, but they're like cared for. It's because of the grades. That, dear Lord. And it's up, down, up, down, up, down. It's gonna be a long 2 miles. Thank God I'm under a mile. But that is like straight up. This is hands down by far the hardest hiking trail I've ever done in my life. Which makes no sense because it's like maintained, but it's just so steep. Holy Hannah. I honestly don't know if we're gonna make it all the way. I'm determined though. Oh my God, I just passed a family going the other way. They said I'm almost there. I can't see the end though. I just see the path going on for what seems like eternity. I really hope this is worth it, because this one might do me in. I think I'm gonna cry. Every time I turn a corner, there's just more trail. This thing does not end. This is the longest 2 miles of my life, and about 90% of it has been up. At least going back, it's mostly down. So I'm not there yet, but I did find the edge, and I don't know if you can see. That is rain. I wanted it to rain like a tiny bit, but I don't want that much rain. That will not be fun to hike in. Wow, I made it. Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. Because it sucks that I'm alone to see this all by myself. This is like the most amazing view though. And it's literally, you're just like on the edge of the world. This is so amazing. I gotta say, this was worth every second of that horrible, horrible hike. And I'm really glad that super heavy rain is way over there. Though I truly wouldn't mind a light drizzle. But now that the clouds are rolling in and the sun's gone and the breeze is picking up, it is just stunning. Oh, look, there's a whole nother big chunk of rain right over there. This is, I mean, literally one unbelievable view. This is insane. I can't believe it. Like this, I was really not happy and actually getting a little concerned on the hike because I was getting so overheated. I actually wasn't sure if I wasn't gonna have to ask someone to get a park ranger. But now that I'm up here and just sitting and cooling down, I think I'll be okay. I moved my little portable fan to my back to have it blowing up the back of my shirt, and that's helping a lot as well. I think having it on my side wasn't the best. I think I need to keep it blowing up my back because it hits more of my body that way. All right, it is 1:54 p.m. I'm now officially starting the walk back to the car. And oh, if you go hiking and you bring your own trash in, make sure you bring it out. Like, I shouldn't have to clean up after other people. And don't leave it behind either. Like, pack in, pack out, guys. It took me about 2 hours to hike in. Thinking it's probably gonna take me that to get out. I hope it won't take me longer than that. But But I didn't even get to show you this part that I climbed up. I'm going to pack the phone away for this because I will break my neck if I try to like hold the phone and climb this down this. But yeah, well, good luck. Catch you on the flip side. Oh my God, I totally just saw a deer. Let's see if I can still see it. If it's still right there. It probably like gone though. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh man, it's way down there. I can hear it. Dang it, that was awesome. There was a whitetail literally right there. Can say I'm getting a little concerned. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon and it's getting pretty dark out. These are some pretty heavy rain clouds moving over. I'm okay if it like drizzles or a very, very light rain, but this is so steep. If we get a heavy rain, I might get stuck. Like I have to go all the way down there, and this is not the only steep grade like this that I'm gonna have to navigate. If it rains heavy, it's gonna be very difficult and dangerous. Oh, this is terrible. It's about to pour. Oh my God, this is gonna be a nightmare. I'm actually a little worried. Oh, it's raining pretty good right now. Are you like, is this real? I have to have the absolute worst luck. Like this isn't real right now. Like this is like freaking Florida. Oh my God, it's raining so hard. This is so cold. Oh my God. So this is the absolute worst thing I've ever done. This was the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life to do this hike today. You can see how muddy it's already getting, how the water's already starting to pool. I'm trying to stay on the rocks because I don't want to hit a mudslide. And I don't have my glasses on because it's raining so hard. My glasses were so covered. So I'm also mostly blind right now. So this is really difficult. I'm literally sopping wet. And I still have a little more than half a mile, I think, to go. It's gonna take forever. I'm hoping the worst is over, but look at how much water is on this trail. That's crazy. Like, look at how much water. Like, this creek was dry when I went up, and now look at it. That's crazy. I am so, it's like I jumped in a pool. Like, I can feel water, like, dripping down my legs from my pants and all. Oh, look, it's raining harder again. Oh, this sucks. This sucks so much. Go for a hike. It'll be fun. Let's see, can you see? Let me see. Those used to be dry leather boots. And now they're just puddles of water. Like, it literally feels like I can feel the water squishing inside my shoes. I hate everything about this. Look at this. Look at how much water is still running off of this. And like every time I think it's done, like it starts to rain harder again, and then later, and then harder, and then later. Oh my gosh. At least I made it back to concrete. So the end is nigh. But this is where it goes up, down, so this is gonna be not fun. So I can tell you, I checked the weather. There was only a 30% chance of rain. Only 30. What are the odds that I would be standing in the area that 30% actually hit? Really? And I checked the weather. I was prepared. Although I can honestly say I am no longer overheated. And if I had a little soap, I could have just taken my shower. So I'm good now. Except for very, very wet. Very little moist. And also, in case you're wondering why I did that last clip without my glasses on, this is why. I can't see anything. I actually did that last like half a mile blind because I couldn't have my glasses on because they were so fogged up I couldn't see anything. At least with my glasses off, when I can see up close fine, so I could see my feet, and that's all I was really worried about, was literally just the steps in front of me. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Do not recommend. I went to shut the blinds and I was like, what is fuzzy up against the window? And I realized it's 3 baby birds just hanging. And they must have just shown up because like they were definitely not there earlier when we opened the window. And now I need to leave them alone because this one guy's like, I'm just trying to sleep.
Stay asleep.
Hey guys, Jen here. It is a new day. We're on our way home and I did a stop at Congaree National Park because here in South Carolina, they have a national park and best part, it is free. There is no entrance fee to get into here. And it's one of the easiest ones because right behind the visitor center, there is about like just under 3-mile boardwalk that loops through the swamp and shows what this park is all about, and that is the the old growth bottomland forest. So they should have some pretty big trees in here. So let's get in. This is a really nice boardwalk. This is great if you are differently abled or struggle to do main hiking in the woods, because it's a nice flat boardwalk. There are paths, trails that you do need maps and make sure you have water and stuff. I think there's about 25 miles of trails here that you can hike. But this also has a self-guided tour of the boardwalk itself, and you can get a free map in the gift shop, and it just explains a little bit about Congaree, a little bit more at each stop. This is so pretty through here. Oh my gosh. I'm really impressed with this boardwalk. It's really nice. It's quite elevated, so you're a nice distance. You're several feet off the mud and the muck. And it's high enough that there's a little bit of a breeze as you're walking through. And it's hot today. It's 90 degrees. It's actually not horrendous on the boardwalk right now. I really thought it would be a lot worse in here. Not as humid as I expected. So after you do the 0.2 of a mile, it does split. So regardless of which way you go, whichever way you don't go, you will come out. This way stays elevated. This way actually goes to a low bridge. So I want to go down and see, because I think it actually goes like where it's at swamp level. So I want to walk this way a little bit and see what we see. And if you're following the map to do them in numerical order, technically right is the correct way to go. Okay, so yeah, the low boardwalk is literally just like a foot or so above the ground level. It is still pretty early in the season. It's still pretty dry. I imagine later on in the summer, there's probably a significant amount of water in here. It's still pretty much just mud and muck at this point. We are starting to get into some of the bigger cypress trees. Obviously, these trees aren't going to be as big as like the redwoods or whatever, but there are some really nice big ones. And right now there's no one around me, so let's get this tree hugging done. Oh yes, I love me a nice big tree. Oh, love you. I have to say this tree canopy is actually quite impressive. It really blocks out the sun, and it's probably only about 80 degrees under here, even though it is in the 90s outside. So that's pretty amazing. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Do you see these knobs all over? That's actually the root system for these cypress, for these bald cypress trees. And that's how they get like their nutrients and stuff, by like sticking those little root feeders out of the water. So we really are starting to get into some very, very big trees. We got this guy here. We got this guy right here. In the back, there's a couple really big ones. I'm not going to go much further. The heck was that? Okay, so this is actually a bald cypress. They can live to be over 1,000 years old. They're rot and water resistant, the wood. What is that knocking sound? What is that? I don't know if that's showing up, but it's freaking me out. See if it'll do it again. That was it right there. I'm actually really surprised considering how muddy it is and how like gross kind of the ground is. It doesn't smell at all. I really thought it would smell like musty or like low tide smell. No, there's actually no smell in the air at all, which is really nice. So now that I'm home, we are going to scratch off another state park because I have now officially been to Congaree in South Carolina. I do still have some Florida ones to get to, and I actually looked into going to the Great Smoky Mountains, but it was like 200 miles away from heading home, so we'll have to do another trip for Great Smoky Mountains National Park. But I can say Congaree is a cool little, I wouldn't like take a trip just out there, but if you're traveling on I-95 or in that general direction, it's about 30 miles off of I-95. We were on, I think, 77, and it's literally only 15 miles off of 77. So it was actually really close on the way, and it was just a great little stop. Spent an hour there. I didn't do the full hike because it was just too hot, but definitely worth a stop. And it's free, F-R-E-E free. There is no entrance fee. That's the first national park I've ever seen that was completely 100% free to get in. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for our trip to North Carolina. I can say, even though the view up top of Hanging Rocks was perfect, I will never ever do that hike again. And I will also never say I wish for rain when on a hike again, because I manifested the worst storm. I honestly was concerned I wasn't going to make it down that mountain. It was raining so hard. But I have a story to tell, and that cabin was fantastic. However, it did have a lot of roaches. It wasn't like infested with roaches, but there's just, I guess because everything's just starting to wake up, like there was a lot of roaches in the area and they kept getting into the cabin, and we spent a lot of time killing those little red roaches. But other than that, absolutely fantastic. Love the state park. I mean, it's really well maintained. The staff at the visitor center was super nice. The trails are difficult, but definitely worth doing. The Window Falls, and I forget what the other falls was called. They were fantastic, and those were actually a pretty easy hike. Strenuous, yes, but you could easily do that since it was less than a mile one way. But if you guys like these videos, please click that subscribe button, tap the like, and ring that notification bell so you always know when a new video is headed your way. Thank you so much for watching, and now we're on to the next adventure. Bye, guys!